Agreed, and we win. The weatherman didn't stand a chance today, to be honest with you. It is Monday, start of a new working week, May the 23rd. And let me do this.
Galaxy 107 FM.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And I gotta say, how happy we are to have everybody joining us on Facebook Live this morning. If you're going to watch it a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you really do. Sub, thumb, bell, bingo. Get that done, literally. Bell notifications when important people like our guest, well, maybe our victim, you never know, today. And, of course, thumb. Go epileptic on the thummy thing. Go on. I double D, triple D, absolutely just outrageously dare you. Go thummy. And, of course, sub, why not join us? Yeah, subscribe. Be a part of it with us. Be part of the Galaxy family. In fact, it is no longer the army anymore. We dub it the noise. And it's growing. It really is. Be a part of the noise. And I will absolutely love to have you in the family, literally. Today, I am very, very happy to say, well, we're in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music, and, you know, I've got to be on my best behaviour today because the guy that we're talking to, good friend of ours too, by the way, well, he's one of the bosses there. Got to keep an eye on that. Check this out.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music They're watching.
You know, today I'm super blessed. I really am super blessed because a good friend of ours, Tim Steinreich, coming out of British Columbia, is coming back for another interview. And, well, you know, I don't know whether he's... well, he might be checking me out to see just how you do it as a DJ. You never know about this man. He also has his own podcast, you see, so I got to be careful. He might be checking me out for a few tips. But, well, the last time we spoke, we wanted to know about the darker side of Tim Steinreich. This is what he sang to us. Lisa Saunders is with us. It is so good to have you on board, Lisa. It really is. Tim, it is always a pleasure to see you, my brother. How are you keeping?
I am keeping so good right now. I'm actually I'm out about 6 hours outside of Vancouver, and I am camping at a beautiful place called Shuswap Lake.
You're excused. Are you hunting for Sasquatch?
Well, you know, I don't have to look very far. You know, my daughter actually and my wife, they both call me the Sasquatch, so I am the Sasquatch.
Ah, well, big Photoshop you. Nice to have you on board. Gay Miranda is watching, my friend. Hello from Norway, Viking Queen. Much love from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Nice to have you on board. Lisa Saunders says, woohoo! Hiya, Barbara Harkins, as well, Critter, and Tim Steinreich. Oh, gosh, the bosses are watching, my bro.
they're all here. Got too many bosses happening this day.
I'm a little worried about you, bro.
Why is that, my friend? Why is that? Tell me why.
Let's be honest. When I very first met you, bro, you were artist extraordinaire, artist supreme, mighty one, top of the list, everything like this. You and Bob are just the buzz, you know what I mean? Of course, Gustav, there's Playboy, all of that. But these days, you're a lighting engineer, you're a sound engineer, you're a president of the Don Pearson, you're in with Rise Up TV, you're in with Big Records, you're working, you're touring, you're doing. Are you taking, you know, just a little bit too much on at once, my bro?
No, you know, I the way that I see it, Grant, is life you opportunities, okay? It naturally gives you opportunities. And yes, you can say yes or you can say no. But honestly, since you and I have known each other, opportunities have come my way, many of them through people that I've met through you. They're opportunities that I've said yes to because they're all in alignment with my musical career, with my vision for my career, and my vision for the world and for life. And so how can I say no to any of those things? I absolutely love everything that I do. I'm in show business, you know, in whether I'm on stage or whether I'm supporting who's on the stage or who's on TV, or if I'm on TV, it doesn't matter. I'm in show business, and I say yes to show business.
I love that idea, my bro, but for me, I just don't want you to burn out. You know what I mean? We want the legacy to continue forever and a day. We just don't want it to be a very quick candle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, being a shooting star is not a bad thing either. But I'll tell you very much that I'm here. I am. I'm camping. I'm re-energizing. So I do take that time for myself too. It's very, very important. And we've got a couple of crazy tours. We're going back to back. We're going back to back in Canada on the Rise Up TV tour. We're doing the Maritimes one week, and then boom, flying back across the country and doing Vancouver Island. It's crazy. It's good.
Let's go to the desk, bro.
Okay, let's do that.
Here we go. Come on, play. Do it, 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 do it. Didn't want to do it. How's that? It froze up. OMG. I better bring one up anyway. What do you reckon, Barbara? Shall I bring one up? Yeah, gotta do it. It really must be done somewhere in here. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. But let's do this anyway.
Galaxy 107 FM.
Really has been one of those days today. I got to be honest with you. Technology has just been, well, I've got words for it, and not a lot of them are nice words. I got to be honest with you. But we've managed to get through the day, literally. And today, I'm very, very excited to be catching up with a good friend of mine, Tim Steinrich, you know, lead singer of The Mighty One. His credentials are growing exponentially. Every day I hear him involved in something new. I really, really do. And as a good friend, you know, I'm allowed to ask him, are you okay, bro? Are you just not burning the candle at both ends? Because I care. You know what I'm saying, right? And Tim, I really, really mean that, my friend. I really, really do. Because I want you to be fighting fit for when you and I meet.
You know, and that's going to happen. That's going to happen next year. We are actually, after, what is it, like 3 years or something that we've known each other now? We are going to meet next year. Rise Up TV is coming to New Zealand, and you and I are going to crack that cold bevy together and have a hug. I'm going to have a hug with Barbara. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so looking forward to it. There's magic times coming for us, my friend.
You know, my friend, and believe me, I am more than excited about this. I really, really am. I'm chomping at the bit to be able to get right up alongside you and well, you know, spend some time together because, yes, it has been about 3 years. We've formulated such a, what I think is a very close brotherhood since that time that we first met, and since the very first time you said to me, who the hell are you and what the hell do you want? Well, you know.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
It has been such a wonderful trip, including, you know, Christmas in the North. And, of course, we're talking about the, well, the torch as well. We've taken the journey on this, and we want the torch tour still to go ahead here in New Zealand. We really do. But you mentioned Rise Up Television as well. Now, this is very, very important to us here in New Zealand and us here in town because we're going to bring you guys to this town and show you a little bit about, you know, where we kick around. You know what I mean?
We're so looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the whole experience, you know. And, yeah, what can I say? What can I say? The torch of rock and roll is burning brighter than ever before. And that now also includes things like, you know, Media Group, Rise Up TV filming, all of those things. But, you know, we're here today to talk about a little bit about this album today, Artist for. Have you received that information yet? Have you received the single that I sent you?
Yeah, well, we have Rise Up. We haven't got the album yet, but we are looking forward to reviewing everything on that. We really, really are. But this morning, when literally I had my production team bouncing down the hallway to me going, Grant, you've got to come here, have a listen to this. You know what I mean? And I'm going, what am I expecting? And they went, Tim sent in his song. And we went, well, that's great because I'm actually talking to Tim today vicariously. And they went, yeah, but the thing is, this is fantastic. Now, to get these guys to raise an eyebrow sometimes, you've got to move heaven and earth to get these guys interested, But when I have the senior production manager literally bouncing down the hallway grabbing me and going, you've got to come with me, that is impressive in its own right, my friend. It really, really is. When I heard this for the first time, and I did hear it for the first time this morning in production, and we've got some really cool speakers in there, you know what I mean? I'm listening to this and I went, hell, that's a hit. That's going to be a hit. This one is going to go through the bloody roof. Oh my God, how the hell did you come to this? Now, first of all, we started off with the darker side of me. I want to talk about that before we get into this. Give us give us a bit of the skinny on the darker side of me.
Sure. Well, the darker side of me, I think, is the fifth single or so that we put up from the Torch of Rock and Roll album. And, it's a song where I went on a little bit of a journey, realizing that, we all have, a light side to us, but we also have a darker side to ourselves. Some of the challenges that we have, some of maybe some of the things that are a little tough for us. And one of the things that I really looked at during the pandemic was this darker side of me. There was an opportunity to do that. And I embraced it, I embraced it and realized that it's actually not something to be afraid of. It's something to embrace. And by embracing it, we become a whole and balanced person. Because as you know, of course, I work as a life coach and such. And so, that's what I help people through, is I help them through some of the darker sides of themselves and making peace with themselves. So that song really captured that whole feeling and that beautiful feeling of marrying those two parts of yourself together.
I absolutely love it, my friend. I really do. You do get a lot of requests for it. I got to be honest with you. When I come in on a Sunday morning after the Hardwired show on a Saturday night and stuff like that, which you are very, very prominent in both the rock show at 4 o'clock and the Hardwired show at 8 o'clock on a Saturday. Believe me, the Rock Saturday, very much the mighty one is in there. It really, really is. Now, I got to let you know, there is a darker side to me as well, Tim. I got to be very honest with you. Can I tell you my darker side?
Please tell me all about your darker side, Grant.
Okay. Well, I like abusing walnuts with hammers.
Well, as long as it's not abusing yourself.
No, hey. I'm not that dark. I'm really not. So I tell you what, Tim, I want you to tell me about Rise Up. Now, believe me, I do have both of the voiceovers, the intro and something we're using for the extra with the Artists for Peace radio spot and everything like that. But without saying those words, tell me about Rise Up.
Sure. So last year around this time, I signed with Big Records, and Big Records is a service-oriented label in Canada run by Mr. Mark Rosner. He's the president of that record company, and I've been watching him for a number of years. He was a music manager here in the Vancouver area. So actually, I creeped him for almost like 8 years. I creeped this guy. And then one day he makes an announcement last year that he's starting a record company. And then I'm like, okay, now's the time to reach out to him. And I reached out, we connected, I signed with Big Records. Reasons that I signed with a reality TV show called Rise Up TV, where they take, 4 or 5 bands onto a tour bus, and they do 4 or 5 different shows back to back, and film the whole thing, the adventure of what goes on behind it. And next thing I know, I'm on one of these tours, and now I got to say, I'm so proud to say that I am a co-producer, co-director, host, character, and soon to be actually driver on the next tour coming up. So I'm a big part of this thing, and we're taking it around the world. It's an absolutely beautiful vehicle to rise up new independent artists from around the world, to really rise them up into the music industry and to introduce them to the public. We have so many great acts that we've worked with already on these last 2 tours, and now there's another, I think, 5 or 6 planned right away. And you're going to meet some amazing people. Some of them, which you heard on this particular single that you played already today.
You know, a little birdie has told me not only are you coming to New Zealand, but there's places like Cambodia. India is in the mix as well, I've heard. You know what I mean? Believe me, exciting times, Tim. It really, really is. And I'm so proud of you. I've got to be honest, I am so proud of you. I really am. And I admire the work. You know, as an engineer, I really listen for faults, and, you know, I can never fault your work, my bro. I really can't. So, without further ado, and believe me, folks, have a listen to this, because it is important. And, well, the message, it's self-explanatory. In fact, let's have Tim explain it.
It's Tim Steinrock here from the hard rock band, The Mighty One in Vancouver, Canada, and I am so proud to announce to you that we have just released an album called Artists for Peace. It's 14 international artists from all around the world who have donated their music for humanitarian aid in Ukraine, which is so needed right now. All funds from the purchase of this album will go towards the International Red Cross. Please give generously. Check out this album. Here I am.
Awesome, my friend. Absolutely awesome. It's such a pleasure to play this music.
It's a real honor to have been able to put this together. And you know that so many of the artists, in one way or another, are connected to you, or are connected to Rise Up TV, or are connected to big records. It's sort of that trifecta of connection that's here, and that's how this whole album came together. You know, you've heard one of the tracks before from Global Medalists United. That track is on there also. We Are United, with Gia Miranda, Jorg, and so many others. And then, of course, the new Viking Queen song is on there, Fight for Glory. What can I say? You know, I'm just so blessed. You and Barbara have brought an incredible amount of beautiful planets into my universe, and I just feel so blessed.
Well, thank you, my bro. Thank you very much. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to meeting you at Rush.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing artist. Yes, another big records artist.
Yeah, believe me, he excites me, and I'm not big on rap or stuff like that, but I keep an open mind. Being a DJ, you have to. You can't. I get sick of people saying to me, Grant, what's your favourite kind of music? Well, I don't have one, because I'm a DJ. I have an open mind, and as long as it's good, then I will absolutely have a look at it. If it's not good, don't even consider. Sandy Homer is joining us. George! The prophet's in the house, man. Nice to have you on board, brother, man. And Lisa, we love you right back. We really do.
Yeah, big hugs to you, Lisa. Lisa, the Rise Up tours would not happen without Lisa Sanders. I can tell you that much.
Exactly. And you guys, believe me, I have so much love and respect for Mark. I really, really do. In everything that he's doing. You guys support him so much. It is such a pleasure to watch you guys working. It really is.
Yeah, well, like I say, we've got a real interesting adventure that starts on June 6th and 19th. We're coast to coast in Canada with the Rise Up TV tour. We're going to the Maritimes, and we're doing 5 shows out there, and then we're flying back across the country and doing 5 shows on the West Coast on Vancouver Island. So it's going to be a big adventure.
Look at you. Look at you. AMG, man, I would love to be there with you. I really, really would. In fact, I'm jealous. Gotta be honest.
Well, don't be jealous, because we're going to be in New Zealand soon, and we're going to be traveling together doing the very same thing.
Tell you what, we're having a look at buses right now for you guys, and we're literally we're having board meetings every other day,
Camper vans, we
putting
decided.
dates, places, everything together so that we can give you a decent, basis of this is what we would love to be able to have you guys participate in. You know what I mean? And
Yes. Beautiful.
Mark reckons he wants to throw you off a bridge.
Well, that's apparently what we're going to do in Nanaimo. We're being challenged to do some bungee jumping.
Yeah, well,
So
we've got the original.
You do. That's what I've heard. So we're going to do that when we come to see you.
Yeah. Believe me, I'll introduce you to a good friend of mine who introduced the whole sport to New Zealand. He got the idea from Africa, where they were jumping off these big structures with vines around their legs, And he went,
right.
I could do something with that, and that's where bungee came from.
Is that right?
Songs from 14 incredible international music artists. This is Artists for Peace. Listen to the album at www.themightyone.bandcamp.com. Purchase the high-definition album download, and your money will go to support humanitarian aid in Ukraine through the International Red Cross. Remember, www.themightyone.bandcamp.com.
Galaxy.
Standing ovation, my friend. That is just superb.
Thank you so much. I got to tell you how that song came about. So we were at our first homestay, like where people take us in, and the band The Beast, who Wario, he appears on that particular song, but his band was rehearsing there. They have a homestay with some folks, Merv and Patty Caven in Lethbridge. Anyways, we connected with them, and Merv and Patty let us have a shower. We'd been on the road already for a couple of days. And I came out of the shower, and I went to the main part of the living room, and they have a baby grand piano. And I sat down to piano, and so that melody that you hear in that song came from that place. Anyways, I showed it to the guys, and they thought it was pretty cool. And then when, like all the rest of the guys on the tour, then when I got home, I had this vision for, like, I'm gonna write this song. And I'm going to write it about the brothers who basically was all the guys that I met on the tour. We connected in such a beautiful way. And then I got them all to sing on it. I sent the track to them, and I said, you take a verse, you take a verse. And so everybody took a verse, and then we've ended up with this particular song, which has grown into now, let's do an album that's going to support humanitarian aid, this crazy thing that's happened in the Ukraine. We are just so proud to be able to support that and really try to encourage people. This record has got 14 tracks on it, and every single track is incredibly special. So it's $10 Canadian. for the album, which is, yeah, it's not MP3s. You actually get WAV files. It's super high def. And, yeah, let's raise some money for humanitarian aid in the Ukraine. We've got so many friends there. 10-point-something people have been displaced from their homes, and most of them women and children. It's ridiculous. They need some help. They need some support.
Absolutely, my friend, and I'm right there with you. And if there's anybody that's going to back you up, it will be me. Believe me, I will play the living heck out of it. And both intros as well, everything like that. And believe me, I'm sure production are going to have a little mess with it. Put some music under both of your intros and just extend it out a little bit. Maybe even put a logo in there as well. Mark Leno is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Mark. It really is. And Pamela is watching as well. We better behave ourselves now. Pam's on board.
Yeah, Pam's on. And you know what? The interesting thing is I'm going to be hanging out with Pam in person for a whole week. She's actually going to be the tour manager on the Maritimes tour. So her and I are going to be... we're going to be getting very close on this next tour coming up. But you'd mentioned Mark Leno, and so Mark is somebody who you guys introduced me to with his band Fiction 6. And as it turns out, Fiction 6 has a song on the record, but then they have this other band too that Mark's got. It's called Kick the Wicked, and they've got a song in there also. So there's actually 2 songs of Mark, and his production is incredible, absolutely incredible. So I'm so proud to have him on there. Thank you so much, Mark, for donating your time and donating your music. I appreciate you.
You know he's a rocket scientist, don't you?
I do. And he's part of the Grammy board. And what else? I mean, the guys in his band are from like huge bands from the 80s. So I mean, we're not talking just your average human being here. We're talking rock and roll royalty.
Absolutely, and we love Mark. We really, really do. He used to work for NASA. You remember that place? You know, never a straight answer? Yeah, I know that place well. Well, thanks, brother, and my pleasure. It really is a pleasure, my friend. It really is. I'm going to have to let you get on with the rest of your weekend, my friend. I really appreciate you taking the time out, driving all the way down to the ice cream shop to be able to partake in a bit of free Wi-Fi. I'm sure.
Yeah. And that's what I want to say. Thank you so much to you and Barbara for you guys just always being so supportive to all of us independent musicians. I know you're breaking beautiful independent musicians every single day, and we appreciate you so much. And now that you've made this commitment to support this album and help us raise some money for humanitarian aid in Ukraine, that's amazing. Love you guys so much. Thank you. And I can feel coming to meet you guys. I can feel giving you guys a big hug, and it's going to happen very soon. Love you both so much.
Absolutely, my friend. And you know something? Bail money. Don't forget to bring some bail money.
You got it. I'll make sure.
In the meantime, right here at Galaxy 107 FM, let me tell you how proud we are and very honoured to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, Sony Music, and your chat.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music The Auction.
Vulnerability. They're not just my guys. Grace, gratitude, wonder, compassion, and humanness. They're my locals, my hands, my eyes. All too strong, I can no longer hide. Here we are. Here we go.
14 powerful songs from 14 incredible international music artists. This is Artists for Peace. Listen to the album at www.themightyone.bandcamp.com. Purchase the high-definition album download, and your money will go to support humanitarian aid in Ukraine through the International Red Cross. Remember, www.themightyone.bandcamp.com.
Absolutely kicked it out of the park. That is fantastic, Barbara. What do you think?
I love that track.
That is fantastic, and he's coming for an interview later on this morning, folks. Believe me, you're going to love this. You really, really are. And it's such a pleasure to be a part of the humanitarian project that Tim's involved with. Tim, all I can say is, applause, standing ovation. Well done. You're right here at Galaxy. Good morning.